Do you want to sound more British? Do you want to sound more like a native English speaker, and of course more confident at the same time? So if that's you, no problem. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to sound more British, and of course how to sound more like a native English speaker. And if you are kind of just starting out, or you've been learning for a very long time, whether that's you doing it for acting, for travel, or just to sound a little bit more like a native English speaker, or of course to make everything sound smarter, I've got you covered. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to sound more British with just simple steps, and if you can follow these simple steps, I guarantee that you will sound more British, you sound more like a native English speaker in no time. So stick around, because by the end of this video you will be able to speak with a British accent, which is of course modern RP or contemporary RP. So a lot of people, well, I think this is the accent where a lot of people in the UK, particularly south of England, because there are quite a lot of different accents in the UK, but you need to figure out what accent you might want to learn. I'm not just giving you tips, we are going to transform the way you speak and the way you kind of pronounce words if you can follow these ultimate tips. Now, first of all, and first thing first, you have to understand that not all the British accents are the same. First of all, you need to figure out what accent that you want to learn. Do you want to learn an RP accent? Do you want to learn a Cockney accent? Do you want to learn Manchester accent? Do you want to learn Liverpool accent? Newcastle accent? There's a lot of different variety of different accents, but you need to choose what accent that you want to learn. And of course, if you want my highly recommendation, I would highly recommend to learn received pronunciation. It's not really a posh accent, but it's kind of like is a modified version of a Queen's English, or is highly known with like kind of an RP represents with like BBC English or BBC accent. Then you got like kind of a little bit of like different accents that you listen to, and when you surround yourself. But I would say just go for received pronunciation. And if you are a beginner, we're going to practice with a modern RP pronunciation. Is just kind of like an accent where a lot of people in the UK they speak with. So here are 5 key sounds that you need to master. First of all, there's a lot of different sounds, of course, a lot of different vowel sounds, vowel letters that you need to know. And in American English, I think they sound completely different. But let's start with the first sound, which of course is the T sound. It's not the lady sound. Is compared to American accent, it's completely different. So now, American English, you might hear they replace the letter T with the D sound. For example, you might hear it in a words like water, they say water. Water, they say water. But if you want to sound more British, I would highly recommend to start pronouncing your T's. The T sounds. Water. You see? Water. Water. Or even bottle of water. Better. 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 A lot. A lot. Have you noticed? I do pronounce the letter T quite intensely here. Whether it's in American pronunciation, they do pronounce it quite differently. So, perfect your T's first. The letter R, the silent letter R. You need to make sure that you don't pronounce your R's at the end of the words. For example, in a words like calm, calm, or even butter, butter. If you can remember, I did say water rather than waddle or water, because it doesn't really make sense. In British English, you need to pronounce your T's plus your R's. You don't have to pronounce them. Water, better, butter, butter. Unless it's followed by a vowel or start with a vowel letter. And now we have a longer vowels, of course. A longer vowels in British English, we have can't, okay? The R sounds, long R sounds. These vowels like kind of like stretching them across, words. For example, you can say bath, bath, glass, glass, father, father. If you have noticed, I do pronounce R sounds, okay? So make sure that you pronounce your R sounds, which is a long vowel sounds in British English. However, there are kind of like many different intonations and syllable stress you need to stress. Like British English intonation is like a musical, like a statement of the higher than American English. So trying these. Would you like a cup of tea? Would you like a cup of tea? Would you like a cup of tea? I think intonation, it plays a massive part when it comes like in pronouncing, or kind of like just to start sounding more British. It's important that you stress your vowels, you stress your sentence, and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, just the more you practice, the more you get there. And also, what about this sentence? Excuse me, do you know where the nearest tube station? Excuse me, do you know where the nearest tube station? I fancy a cup of tea, wouldn't you? I fancy cup of tea, wouldn't you? So it's an absolutely brilliant way to just start practicing and start improving your rhythm and your pronunciation. Don't just mimic, feel it, and let the rhythm flow through your face muscles. You are not just talking differently, you are becoming something new, someone new. However, embody the character, the mindset. Embody the character of the mindset. What I'm talking about here, this isn't just about pronunciation. It's not about how to just perfect your pronunciation and that's it. You need to think in British English. This means expressions, vocabulary, even word choice. Be more than a person who just like picking the words, Let's say, for example, instead of saying thank you in British English, you might say cheers, okay? Thank you, you might say cheers. In order to say I'm tired in British English, you might say I'm absolutely knackered, knackered, knackered. So, to be fair, acting like a transformation way that you want to transform your pronunciation, I think is the best way to do. And if you can follow these strategies, I would highly suggest that you need to practice it, okay? And I guarantee in just 30 days, you'll be more fluent and you speak more like a native English speaker. I would say like just 10 minutes of shadowing with repetitive TV shows and all of those kind of things, and record yourself after that and listen. The more you listen and the more you mimic, say the sentence that you look in the mirror, for example. Find kind of like a lot of different resources where you can be able to practice from day-to-day life. So I think British accent, you have to just have it fast and sharp, okay? But listen to this about sounding cool. It's not about sounding cool, but you have choice, okay? Practice daily, embrace the character and embrace the mistakes. People won't ask it, about the British accent. They will ask about the Britain and the form of how the way that you speak. Now, if you found this video helpful, you like what you saw today, it's very short and sharp video. So I would say, yeah, just let me know in the comments, what is your favorite accent to learn? And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye bye. See you later.